Good morning, Savannah and the Low Country. We're on. Everything's working fine. It's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. It's the coach and the AD right here in the beautiful universe of sports.
Center of sports universe.
Center of sports universe. I'm going to mess this up my whole life.
Right.
Center of the sports universe. Center of the sports universe. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. And once again, it's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. A lot of technical difficulties, but you know what? We're on. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters, man. We're here. We're showing up. We got it. We're blessed to be inside. Man, talking about
today's the day to be outside.
Today is the day to be outside. Finally, some northern winds getting here, taking this humidity away.
Oh, you like the north for some reason, I guess.
Man, don't ever let me complain about being cold. Ever, 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 ever.
I'm telling you what, though, Chad. I'm telling you, I'd rather sweat than shovel snow. I'd rather fight the gnats than shovel snow. This is beautiful. This is football weather. It's starting to come in. And, of course, there's a lot of games canceled, college games canceled. But we got a great lineup for you. We're going to give you the local scores, local news. Got to thank the big guy, Frank Solkowski and Amy Zimmer, for sending over us some 2-game highlights. We're going to go over that first. Then our Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic last night. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Correct me if I'm wrong. West Point commit, Greg Daniel for Calvary Day School. 3 touchdowns last night, right?
2.
2?
2.
I thought it was 3 on the highlight, so
2.
2 touchdowns last night. We'll have Calvary Day School running back senior, West Point Army commit, Greg Daniel. And then I'm hoping we get her on, Savannah Christian. She's born and bred Savannah Christian. She's been there since 97 as a teacher, as a coach. 700 wins. I love this lady. I really do. Julie Jones. You're not gonna meet a nicer person in the world.
Yeah, I mean, 700 wins. I talked to you the other day. We were talking about we had to cancel middle school games because of weather, and I said, Julie, how long have you been coaching?
Forever.
And that's what she said. And we started going back to the date. I said, man, think about the amount of kids that have come through that program. So especially 700 wins for Julie there. All
right. So it's time to go to the coach. We got a scoreboard. Let's start with the 2 video highlights we have from Frank Solkowski, WJCL, and Amy Zimmer. We got the Richmond Hill highlight, and we got the Calvary Day School highlight. Let's make sure our mic's on this week. All right, here we go. Richmond Hill against Wayne County. One of the biggest games in the state last night in the Hill. Build the Hill.
So I'm just going to go through and read the transcript for you here. Senior night at Richmond Hill as they welcome Wayne County to town. My guy Jeremiah Coleman here. Future plans, he's bigger than the big guy.
Yeah.
I saw that. This
number 75. Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah. Jeremiah is my spirit animal, he says, and will probably have my job in a couple of years. Wildcats wasting no time first quarter. They're airing out. Tyler Coleman to Isaiah Allen. Touchdown pass makes it 7-0. A couple minutes later, the lead growing, 4-1, Richmond Hill going forward, and Kenyon Hunter emerges from the pack. He cruises to the end zone to take them up 14-0. Looks like the coach getting on the ref.
Yeah, he's got a little upset. I was watching on TV last night.
So we'll get to this when we get to Richmond Hill right there. But Wayne County offense slow to get started. That Wildcat defense, a big reason why. Nathan Biggers with the sack, and still 14-0 second quarter. And the home on the move just before half. Ashad Rowe, Bearson gets the call. Tough run. Moves the ball into jacket territory. Then Richmond Hill makes it 17-0 on that field goal attempt you saw from Britton Williams as a halftime horn sounds. And there you go. The final score there. Richmond Hill takes out Wayne County. Big bounce-back win for them off the Ware County game.
Well, they jumped out quick. I thought, because I was watching TV, listening to the internet, listening to the BC game, and trying to figure out my technical difficulties. But I'm telling you right now, they jumped out, and you thought, hey, this ain't going to be a game. I think they went up 17-0.
Yeah, 17-0.
And then Wayne County came back, and Calvary grabbed there. I know I'm plugging Calvary. But this guy, I love this guy, Mikey Ward.
Yeah, man.
Outstanding linebacker. Went on to go to Georgia Southern, played with Coach Britt. Okay, earned himself, I think, 2 national championship rings. He's the defense coordinator over there. So, sooner or later, they were going to stop Richmond Hill.
Yeah.
And they did. And I'm telling you right now, Richmond Hill had to hang on. But Matt Lazat gets the job done again. Another big game, another big team. First night home, early senior nights, right?
Yeah, that's what we're all trying to do. Early senior nights there for Richmond Hill. So, congrats to those seniors as well.
So, all right. So, let's go now. This guy should know this whole game. We're going to go to Calvary Day School, where the Cavaliers took on Frederica Academy, one of the Georgia Independent School Association's powers. So It's been Georgia Independent School Association against the Georgia High School State Association because of all the teams that aren't playing. So let me go to the highlights before he starts giving us the rundown. It's all yo, Coach.
Yeah, Frederica had going on Thomasville, facing handoff, Cosburn right, switches to the left.
Boom.
Yeah. So they were, man, I tell you, they were a gritty, tough team.
Yep.
You see them pour into the end zone there. They go up 7-0 to the lead for St. Kyle Perez with honors to Frederica. But then there's
there he goes.
Daniel.
Yep. He
was,
could. Nope.
No,
Doesn't go all the way on that one.
He's tough to bring down, man.
Does he go all the way on this one?
And gets the end zone there.
There it is.
Yeah, nice block there by Bryant Brantley to free him up. So Hawaiian Knight, they're at nation there. Big Mercone gets back, but I tell you, the front line for Frederica did a great job last night. Knife and through.
Small and quick. Swings it out to the outside to Ford, right? That's Ford.
Troy Ford gets a great block there by Brody Porta. They tackled well. Frederica, always tackle low.
There he is again. This is number 2.
Yep, there we go.
There we go.
On the night.
So I said there was 3. So nice new outfits. New decals on the helmet.
You like the chrome?
Purple. Yeah, it'll look good.
Yeah,
I mean,
little
I'm old school. I love the purple shirt with the UCLA stripes. That's what they called people. UCL was UCLA, University of California, Los Angeles. I know, Kyle. I'm getting excited. You know what that's like. And Kyle Lawson, our next guest, talking baseball, waiting in the dugout. But anyway, the UCLA stripes, I love it. I mean, and then the purple and the white, the black looked nasty. I mean, the black, your alternative looked nasty.
Well, I tell you, so Coach Stroud lets the seniors pick the uniforms, and they pick the purple and the white. We've had these gold pants since the beginning of Under Armour, and same thing with the Nikes. And Stroud just does not like the purple and gold look. And so
doesn't look like LSU.
That's kind of who we model our uniforms off, but he's still he's not a gold pants guy.
And your alma mater songs is on Wisconsin. I mean, so we got to get our identity straight here. LSU and on Wisconsin.
We take whatever we can get and make it.
All right. Rest of the scoreboard. Benedictine goes down to play Brunswick between the bricks. They go up 21 to 7 or 21 to 6. They hold on to win 21-16. Brunswick only scored one. They are up 17-10 at halftime.
Yeah.
Brunswick only. I was listening to this on the radio. Brunswick only scored once in the second half, but I'm telling you, the offense for BC was not there. But you know what? It's a Danny Britt defense. They bend, and they don't break. And congratulations, Coach Britt. 100 wins at Benedictine. Can anybody name the school that he started his career at? Calvary Day School. And he's another Georgia Southern alum, national championship ring. I think he played strong safety, right? I heard he was a little mean little bugger.
Yeah, he'll come get you, man. He'll come get you. Undersized, but, man, gritty tough. That's how his teams play.
Appling County, Coach Rick Tomlin.
Rattle the chains and bring the pain. And they
does
did
it up
that.
in the corral. 42 to 7.
They did. They brought their Calvary once again 27 to 7 over Frederica. Savannah Christian all over Valwood. That game was over in the first quarter.
I mean, happy birthday, Mr. Robichaud.
Robichaud, man, once again, that joker is on fire.
I mean,
last night.
He went off. He's a determined young man. I think he threw for like over 300 yards or something like that. He ran for a touchdown.
Butch had, I think, a 99-yard. I think it's like a little swing
pass. Took a 99
that helps
yards.
Your stats right there.
Yeah. And if you want more, go to the Prep Sports Report website. Travis Jordan was covering it for the Prep Sports Report. Okay, my other second love. Great story. And it was Spencer Robichaud's birthday. So that's going to be a great night. 18th birthday.
That's a great night right there.
No, back in the day, you were legal then to go out and hang out in the bars, but now it's 21. So he's got to wait 3 more years.
Yeah.
Hopefully he won't do that. So
No.
Okay. So East Lawrence went to Bryan County, beat the Redskins 33-0. And Bethesda travels up to Moncks Corner in South Carolina.
You've been dying to say that.
I love Moncks Corner. I've been there plenty of times coaching at St. Andrews. St. John's Christian beats Bethesda 26-20. All right, we got a lot more to do. We'll catch up on all the scores, all that information when we come back, because we got the baseball fanatic, the man that used to do the show with me. Who's on first? Baseball show, Major League Baseball show. I'm trying to get him to come back and do it. I know he's itching at it. He's a Cubby fan now, but I love him anyway. So Kyle Lawson, the baseball fanatic, waiting in the coach's corner green room. We call it the green room, right?
We can call it whatever we want.
All right, so it's the coach, AD, on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, the universe of
Center of the sports universe.
Center of the sports universe.
And music as well, but we'll get to that later.
I got to write it down. Yeah, they got a big band in here tonight. Little couple of guys from Calvary again. So I think Calvary owns some stock in this place.
We about to. It seems like it.
All right, we got to thank our sponsor. Remember, it's all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network.
It's all sports, all the time. That's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and abundant pub food. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. Coach's Corner has been Savannah strong during the COVID-19 pandemic. They are now open for dining, lunch, and dinner, but remember, Coach's Corner still has curbside and takeout service. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. And don't forget, Saturday night in Soundgarden is the Drucker Band. Tickets are $10 for general admission and $25 for a front seat. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
Over a half century when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, and trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. So come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop. They are now located at 42 West Montgomery Crossroads, Suite C in Savannah, are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. each day. So come visit locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone. Capiche? If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are
Wetherington
New York.
Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
Hey, welcome back. It's the coach
And the
and the AD, Karl DeMasi.
Coach Griffin.
And I know there's another typo there. I'm telling you, I had a lot of technical difficulties. But once again, it's on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report every Saturday morning, 9 until whenever, right here at the center of the sports universe. Got it right. I hit it out of the park there, Kyle. And once again, we're here. We're part of this Coach's Corner Sports Network. The other show, okay, Rubbin' and Grubbin', every Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. Dan Foles, Brandon Baines, Lawrence Bennett. Those 3 guys do a great job. That's right. Those 3 guys. You got it. They do a great job. So you want your NASCAR, they rubbing, cars rubbing, and they're grubbing the food. I know. I say it every week. We don't get food.
They try to help us out.
They try to help us out.
And then they have their own little pod over there.
Oh, their own little
now
NASCAR.
It's NASCAR/NFL. What was the line they used there?
You know what they're doing.
Yeah, we know
what they're doing. All right, let's kick it off. I've been dying to get this baseball fanatic on for a long time. He's coming out of the bullpen. He's coming on to talk a little Dub Braves, and he's got a special little side job that he does too. That's going to happen here tonight in Savannah, Georgia. We didn't get to all the sports news because we go crazy with the highlights of and the scores of high school football. But once again, joining us on the Coach's Corner hotline, not the hot seat, the baseball fanatic, Kyle Lawson. Kyle, great to have you on, buddy.
Hey guys, it's been too long. How you doing?
Hey, we're doing good. How you doing?
Oh, doing good. And hey, man, we got about 9-10 games left in this season. The Braves pushing to try to win their third straight division title, and it's looking pretty good, boys.
Hey, you losing some weight there, buddy?
Just trying. They say this black polo is slimming, but we'll get to this in a minute.
Hey, do the Cubbies wear black uniforms?
No, we never have. And
Okay,
I don't know why you would. You got the red, white, and blue. That's all you need.
So, all right. So everything's going good. You keeping busy?
Yeah, staying busy. A lot going on right now. Yeah, you mentioned it a little bit before, and we'll talk about it in a second. But yeah, our Savannah Clovers are back in action tonight. UPSL Southeastern Division. The Clovers have a game tonight, playing down at Memorial Stadium. They started playing their games last season, and we got a big matchup tonight. First home match of the fall season. And we'd love everybody to come on out. It's $5 at Memorial Stadium. Come on out and support the Clovers.
Hold it. Trivia question. Who is the voice of the Savannah Clovers? Kyle Lawson.
Yeah, so I'll be doing public. I was doing public address. I've been with the club for about 3 years now. Started up just doing public address, and now I'm doing play-by-play. We have a new sponsor, Rock Media, and so if you just go to mycujo.com, you can stream the games. Every one of our home games will be broadcast live there. It's me and former Clovers goalkeeper Don Bristow. We love doing it. We're good friends, and it's a really cool thing. And it's funny. I thought we were going to start talking baseball, but we had to go. Sorry, I looked at the shirt. So, but if you get a chance, please come out and support the Clovers. Local soccer, semi-pro, and we're doing some great things.
Kyle, we never stick to the script.
When have we ever?
We never have.
Yeah, we just flip it.
We just flip it. Okay, Major League Baseball playoffs. Before we talk about the Braves, who had a big night last night. They got Max Fried back. But let's start with the playoffs. Where do we sit? Where do the Braves sit? What's going on? I know the Cubbies are ahead of the Braves right now.
Yeah, as far as playoff seeding goes, but you know what? Since we're starting with the National League, here's how it goes right now. The Dodgers have clinched. They have the best record in the National League. Have not won the division yet, but because they got the Padres right on their heels right now, they won big last night as well. Dodgers with a big 15-6 win last night. As it stands right now, how it's going to work, your division winners are going to be your top seed. So as it stands right now, it'd be the Dodgers, it'll be the Cubs out of the Central and out of the NL East going for their third straight division title. Of course, your Atlanta Braves. And then the second place teams from each division would get the next seed, followed by some wild cards. So let me break it down for you. It'd be the Dodgers, the Cubs, the Braves, the Padres, the Marlins, the Miami Marlins. Who saw that one coming?
It's still in Florida. It's still in Florida. We'll let you slide.
Yeah, who cares? Anyway, I'm kidding. And then the Cincinnati Reds, followed by your two wild card teams, which would be the Giants and the Phillies. So, in a couple of big names that you expected to be in the hunt, other than the outside looking in and the Cardinals and the Brewers right now. So, the Braves inching their way towards another division title. And it looks like it's just a matter of days before they clinch on the backbone of just unbelievable offense. After you lose your top pitcher, Mike Soroka, goes out for that nasty Achilles injury. You lose him for the year. Max Fried picking up the torch, picking up his 7th win last night.
7-0, baby.
7-0. He's got a sub-2 ERA. They win 15-2. Marcelo Ozuna, making him a bid to get a big payday.
Last night?
Yeah, 15-2. 6 homers.
Isn't that his 15th home run?
That was his 15. That ties in with Adam Duvall. Who saw that coming? You pick him up for some outfield depth. You know what he could do in Cincinnati in a hitter's park. He's been absolutely crushing it. He's got 10 home runs this month.
This month alone?
This month alone. I mean, he's killing it.
Record like 11?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's baseball trivia, baseball stats. This man gets Gets up in the morning, pours his stats in his bowl, and then gets a little milk and eats it.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I think I'm going to have some cereal after this. That sounds pretty good. So.
All right, so let's talk about the Braves, okay? You said they're right now sitting third. They're going to make it in. There's no doubt about it. This will be their third, right, NL East division title if they win it.
Third straight, and you got some, great players along the way that have made this possible. Do we think maybe this is the year that Freddie Freeman, after just being the the great, leader of the Atlanta Braves, he's put up MVP numbers. If he doesn't get votes, it's insane that he, if there were ever going to be a year for him to get the MVP, this is the year.
And who's he up against?
Well, there's, it's crazy. You got the newcomer. You got Fernando Tatis Jr. from the Padres. They're kind of the in vogue team right now, hitting a ton of homers. And, this young man's put together an unbelievable season. Uniforms are terrible. Yes. But anyway, if you go back and look at some of the top stats, as far as the leaderboard goes, Freddie's up there. And, quietly working his way, back into the Cy Young conversation, Max Fried, 7-0 and sub-2 ERA and coming back off the DL. And that's always been the big issue with him. Can he stay healthy for a full year? And they've needed him to be the ace. He's done that, along with former first-round pick and one of their top prospects, Ian Anderson, who's been a pleasant surprise.
It's just so bad. Those other guys, the other pitchers that they've been counting on, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. You want to see him do it. Fultonavich, he's gone. Who's the other guy that they touted big time?
Well, Tukey was supposed to be. Was supposed to be there, and he's been off and on. Kyle, let me ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
Through all this, we talk about maybe the MVP race or maybe the Cy Young. Do we feel like the postseason awards will be legitimate with the short season? Are we really going to have that?
I think if you were to ask anybody, in the running for one of these prestigious awards, they'd take it. Hey, you're giving away a trophy. I'd want it. Now, as far as, individual stats, like, you're talking, batting average, hits in a season, things like that. Yeah, that's skewed. That's not going to work. But as far as an MVP in a really trying season, you think about all the stuff these guys have to go through, the crazy travel restrictions they have to do right now, the fact that they're able to get in there, compete, get into game mode without having any fans in the stands. I think that factors in too. I say, for what you've been able to do, I certainly think, an MVP and a Cy Young, I still think would mean just as much to the person who, if you won it last year versus winning it this year, just because of the strange animal that this season's been.
Well, hey, what do you think about the postseason bubble that they're talking about at these neutral locations? You would love to see it in your home ballpark. Yeah, as a fan, even with the fact that you can't actually be in the stadium, but for safety reasons, I think you have to. It's worked in the NBA. It certainly worked in the NHL with their different bubbles. Plus, you got some, dome stadiums. It limits travel. It just makes sense. Now, keep in mind the way this is going to work. So the way the playoffs are set up, and remember, there's no off days here. So for the AL and the NL, I'll get to the AL in a second here, but whoever has the higher seed will play their games at home for the first 3-game series. Now, then it would go to the bubble. So as it stands right now, the games will be played in California and Texas. It makes sense. Logistically, you can have, several games going on at the same time, obviously 2 in Texas, and you've got 4 stadiums in California.
All right, buddy. Well, we got to get out of here quickly. Give an AL outlook on the bubble and who's what.
Okay, so believe it or not, this is a young, exciting team. And the Chicago White Sox, they're going to comfortably win that division. Of course, the Cubs beating the Twins last night certainly helped them, along with the Rays and, of course, the sneaky Oakland A's. They always seem to be there. And then so it breaks down the Twins, the Yankees, who've been red hot. 8-game winning streak going into last night. And then the Astros, your wild card teams would be the Cleveland Indians and the Blue Jays, with the Mariners. And believe it or not, Baltimore on the outside looking in. I wouldn't put too much credence into that. I think they're pretty well lined up as it is. So some really fun teams. Now, if I were to give me some Cy Young picks right now, in the AL, Shane Bieber, he's been the absolute ace of the staff, even after they traded Mike Clevenger in Cleveland. Now, you go over to the National League right now, you got a 3-horse race right now, even with Jacob deGrom being banged up a little bit. A resurgent Yu Darvish and Trevor Bauer. If you were to take my pick, of course, I think Bauer's been the ace of the National League all year. I'd love to see it go to Darvish. We'll see, man. We got another week to go before we get the playoffs started. Playoffs start in earnest for the AL and NL on September 30th. I'll be watching.
All right. We always do this getting out of here. Trivia question.
Let's go.
Here we go. You can't give me one because we got to get out of here. You can't give us, but I'm giving you one. The Atlanta Braves, okay, have been around since 1871. How many nicknames have they had there, and what were they?
That's a tough one. Let's see. We would go with the Red Stockings.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, man. The Bean Eaters. That's always been a favorite.
2.
The Doves.
That's 3.
Let's see. The Rustlers.
That's 4.
Okay. Now, let's see. They didn't take on the Braves moniker until the early 1900s. I know I'm missing one here.
There's 5. You're missing 2. That's 5 of the Braves.
Oh,
There's
you're
2.
kidding me. Oh, my gosh. Let's see. They were the Bees for a little bit. They were the Boston Bees.
Come on. You got one more, buddy.
Oh, come on. Oh, jeez. Oh,
the Red Sox took their colors. They were called the Boston Red Caps.
The Red Caps. That's right.
There you go.
Oh,
6
all
out of
right.
7.
That was a good question.
That's pretty impressive.
You almost had me. So
I never have you. You always beat me out.
That's unbelievable right there. That's pretty special.
Well, you know what used to help? They used to have all the nicknames on the wall at Turner Field of every nickname. So when you watch all the games, somehow it snuck in. I don't know.
All right, quickly.
Go.
Plug yourself tonight. Quick. People want to watch the game. People want to listen to you.
All right. Savannah Clovers, your local professional soccer team. I am the play-by-play announcer. You can go to mycujoo, that's mycujoo.com. Look for Savannah Clovers. Kickoff is at 5 o'clock. You want to come out and watch us, please come out to Memorial Stadium. It's a great setup. Great, local team here. We got a lot of really talented professionals out there. I'll be doing play-by-play along with my good buddy Don Bristow. Gates open at 4. Game starts at 5. Come on out and support your local Savannah Clovers. Make sure to check us out on Facebook. Just look up Savannah Clovers or Savannah_Clovers on Instagram.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it. Always a lot of fun. We'll do
it again. This has been great.
Hey, anytime you want to bring back Who's On First, I don't know. Let me know.
I will let you know. That sounds like a lot of fun. I've been missing it.
I don't know. It doesn't play, right?
I don't know.
He's on first base.
Third base.
Okay. Kyle, appreciate it. The baseball fanatic, the voice of the Savannah Clovers, Kyle Lawson. Take care, buddy. Miss you.
Miss you guys. Take care.
I mean, you want to talk about a guy that knows trivia, knows baseball, knows soccer too. That's my man. His handle on his internet, I'm not going to give you his whole email address, is goalie. But that's from hockey, but I guess he played goalie in soccer too. So once again, Kyle Lawson, great guy, baseball fanatic. We had a lot of fun doing the Who's On First Major League Baseball show and podcast. So we just hit it off.
Yeah, it's great, man.
So, and he's a trivia fanatic when it comes to baseball.
Without a doubt.
So, all right, next up, this young man committed to West Point a while ago. He's been recruited. He scored 2 touchdowns last night for the Cavaliers in their 27-7 victory over Frederica Academy. He's been a standout player there, standout student athlete at Calvary Day School. This week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week, waiting in the Coach's Corner green room, is Greg Daniel. We'll be right back after I get to my commercial logo. After we thank the sponsors, we're at the
San Jose Sports Universe.
Coach's Corner Sports Network. Hey, we'll be right back. Peace out.
It's all sports, all the time. That's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and abundant pub food. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. Coach's Corner has been Savannah strong during the COVID-19 pandemic. They are now open for dining, lunch, and dinner, but remember, Coach's Corner still has curbside and takeout service. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. And don't forget, Saturday night in Soundgarden, it's the Drucker Band. Tickets are $10 for general admission and $25 for a front seat. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
Over a half century when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, and trophies, Thompson's has got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. So come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop. They are now located at 42 West Montgomery Crossroads, Suite C in Savannah, are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. each day. So come visit locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone, capiche? If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are New York.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, right here in the center of the sports universe. Coach's Corner. We're all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network every Saturday morning from 9 until whenever we want to finish. So once again, it's always a lot of fun. Kyle Lawson just gave us the update on the Braves. Right now they're sitting 3. Could be their 3rd straight NL East Division title, so you got to love it.
Yeah, as long as they're staying on course, as long as the pitching holds up, that's what we were talking about in the break. Can the bullpen hold up? They've been a lot on that bullpen, but they've, for a short season, maybe that's just what they got to do to get through it.
So, okay, I'm a broken record, broken CD, broken DVD, whatever you want to call me. This is my favorite part of the show, where we bring on the good kids, the kids that have done something special. This young man signed or committed to play football at the military academy at West Point. That's right, Army beat Navy. Okay, last year his stats were off the chart. Let's see, 893 yards, 8 touchdowns in 9 games, 12 catches for 134 yards, and another score. Calvary coach Mark Stroud said Army is getting a talented player and a great person. Greg has the ultimate respect for his classmates, the coaching staff, and his teammates, and he has earned it with his work ethic, his character, his leadership. Greg has a lot of God-given talent, but he has worked to maximize it. He's over 300 yards for the season. This is his second back-to-back over 100-yard game, 2 touchdowns last night. Joining us on the Coach's Corner hotline this week's Wetherington Chiropractic from Calvary Day School, the running back, Greg Daniel. Greg, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, great job last night. Another win for the Cavaliers. Hey, that's 3 games under your belt now. Hopefully we'll get 4, right?
Yes, sir, for sure.
All right. I'm going to put the earphones in here so we can hear you. So hang on for a second because I know Coach is always asking questions, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's see if that works. Headphones. Can you hear us, Greg?
Yes, sir.
There we go.
All right, there we go. Hey, Greg, talk about, like I said, we're 3 games into the season now. We've gone through a lot of COVID stuff. We've just, it's been a unique year. How does it feel, though, to get our first 3 games underneath your belt?
It feels really good. We're really fortunate to have a season with everything going on and just happy to be with the team, work, and get better every week.
You've been playing football for a long time. When did you start playing?
I started playing when I was 3.
Any specific team, any place in the city?
I played in Virginia, Chester, Virginia. I was playing basketball.
Nice. I forgot he's a military kid.
Yeah. He's been around a little bit.
How long you been in Savannah?
For about 10 years.
Okay, good deal. Anything special you like about Savannah?
I like the city. It's a good city. I like everything, really.
Greg, talk about, last year I think you're one of the toughest, grittiest kids that we've had at Calvary for a long time. You fought through injury last year, high ankle sprains, different things. You still just put up just battle numbers because you're just a tough kid. Talk about how it feels to be healthy and play. Watching you last night run, you're so hard to take down. And to be healthy and go into the season, I know just what you battled through last year. So talk about the preparation coming to this year and how you feel after the first 3 games.
Well, been feeling great. Been feeling healthy is good because I can actually be there for my team 100%. Hard working effort and everything. But I've been getting in the weight rooms, keeping my strength up and everything to prevent injuries. And so, yeah, glad to be there for my team. Yes, sir.
Now, is Coach keeping you on the bench for defense?
He plays me in defense, yes, sir. But, he pulls me out sometimes and puts me in when he needs me to. Yes, sir.
In special situations. Well, I used to do that when one of my best running backs. I was going to take a chance losing him on offense. But when it came to a special situation, just like you, strong safety, how to get him in the game. So you're running the ball, you're catching the ball, you're playing defense, you're bringing the pain. If I had to ask Coach Stroud, what's your best football skill, what would he tell me?
He would probably say my vision and physicality.
So you like hitting people, you don't like being hit?
I like hitting people, yes, sir.
And you like running people over too, right?
Oh, yes, sir, for sure. Yes, sir.
That's the thing with Greg. You never get Greg on the first tackle.
Right.
Watching that last night, I thought Frederica did a good job, but first tackle never gets a guy. Especially you're trying to hit him at the thigh level. There was one run specifically last night. A guy had him probably about 3 yards and broke the tackle, and another guy tried to hit him about thigh high and just bounced right off of him and gained 12, 15 yards on the play. And so he's so difficult to play out, but you're right. His vision, I think, is definitely one of his strengths, and he's so tough to get down in that first level. Greg, talk about, we always ask kids this, or I do specifically, while they're being recruited, and what recruiting was like over COVID for you. With your injuries last year a little bit, you had a very good year, but still wasn't the year you probably wanted to have because of what you were doing with the injuries. Talk about how recruiting developed over COVID with you.
It kind of started off a little slow, but it picked up around the spring and everything. It was kind of hard because I wasn't able to visit any campus, go to any camps or do anything. I had to do everything virtually, but it all paid off in the end. Yes, sir.
Yes. So from a recruiting perspective, you had basically all your academies, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
You had, your Army, your Navy, you had Air Force, and you had some good Ivy League schools as well. I know that was, there was a couple schools that were really, really on you heavy there. So talk about some of those schools as well.
Yeah, so I had some Patriot League schools and everything up north, Holy Cross, Bucknell, had some out in Tennessee, Austin P, I had Georgetown and everything. But it was a good experience and everything, getting recruited from all those schools, from all the work and everything I put in, and it was just a good experience and everything.
And you're listening, or you're watching and listening to the Coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, right here at the center of the sports universe, all on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. We're at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic athlete. We're talking to running back, strong safety from Calvary Day School, Army commit, Greg Daniel. All right, so we know you're a good student. We know you're a good football player. If someone had to ask me, tell me something about Greg Daniel that people don't know, what would you say?
I can cook. I'm a good chef.
All right,
awesome.
When's the barbecue? When's the grill?
Oh, you name a date, I'll set it up and everything.
So what's your specialty, Greg? if you had, if you're cooking a meal, if Carl and I are coming over for dinner, what's Greg cooking?
Ribs, barbecue chicken.
Let's go. I'm there. Got to have some ribs.
All right, so where did that come from? Where did your love of cooking come from?
Came from my dad, stepdad, everyone in my family. We all like to get on the grill, get in the kitchen and cook. So I guess it's just the family thing.
All right, so outside the ribs and chickens, like what's your side? What's your favorite side dish that you like to make?
Ooh, I have to say mac and cheese.
Man,
that's heaven for me. Ribs, mac and cheese, grilled chicken. I mean, you can't beat that. So you got to put those burgers and throw those burgers and hot dogs in there too. You good at that too?
Listen, man, he's worried about no burgers or dogs, man. He's cooking ribs, but barbecue chicken.
Okay, but you guys say grilling, but he's having a barbecue and
he's barbecuing. There's a difference between like grilling and barbecuing, but he is like he's smoking some meats out there. All right, so tell me about. I'm gonna get into this a little bit. Is there what's your rib technique there, Greg, that you like? I mean, the first thing you said was ribs. So you guys have a smoker there at the house, or you just cook them on the grill? How you doing?
We have grills actually over there. We hickory smoke. Yes, sir.
North Carolina,
real deal, right there. Greg, we talked about your schools before. Listen, man, those Patriot League schools in Georgetown, and all your academies, you got to have great grades to do that. So talk about the work in the classroom that you've had to do, and also talk about maybe who your favorite teacher's been, that's impacted you at Calvary academically.
So of course I have to have good grades and everything. That's a really important thing, having good grades. So I have to stay focused, keep my mind on the swivel, and some of the teachers at Calvary that's been helping me and everything. I would say Coach Carr as well. Coach Reed, he's not there anymore, but those are some teachers that were there with me along the way. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm going to go to the other side because Calvary is your family. Let's go to your family. How much support now? How much does it mean that your family has backed you up through all this academic and athletic events or career that you've had? Tell us what your family has meant to you, for you to succeed, to commit to Army.
Yeah, they mean the world to me. They put in a lot of time for effort to get where I'm at today. A lot of sacrifices have been made. So doing all this for them and everything. So it's happy everything's paying off and make them proud.
Well, I tell you what, I really didn't know. I knew his parents were in the military, but I didn't know the full background of it. And I just remember asking Greg, so, all right, man, why'd you choose, Army? And he kind of gave me that look. Greg's a very quiet kid. And he gave me that look like, Coach, come on now. Like you really asking this question of me? I said, no, man, I'm serious. Like, what was it? Because, Air Force was really tight in there, right?
Yes,
right? Yeah, Air Force was really, really tight in there. And I said, what made you make finals? He's like, Coach, both my parents were in the Army for 20-plus years. And that was a great experience last week at Military Appreciation Night. Greg was our captain for the game. His parents got to be honorary captains. Both of his parents have been in the military 20-plus years.
I know.
Several tours overseas, in here. So, one, man, hey, so let's talk about that real quick. Going to Army, you're making that military commitment for the 5 years afterwards. But what is it about? Is there something specific within the military that you're really interested in, that you're looking to do as you go throughout your career?
Hopefully, either a mechanical engineer or a sports medicine doctor. I like to pursuing that career and everything. That's it. Good
choice. All right, so you've been in Calvary how long now?
4 years.
Okay, so you have a younger peer, a younger student at Calvary looking up to you. What advice would you give to that younger athlete about if they wanted to do the same thing that you're doing? What advice would you give them and how to get there?
First of all, most importantly, keep your grades up. Work hard on and off the field. Put in extra work. Be a coachable athlete and everything. Yes, sir.
Any past Cavaliers that have made an impression on you, just like you're making an impression on those younger Cavaliers?
Jalen, Larry, Saeed Stevens, and Rocco Griffin.
Nice.
Yeah, those guys. Jalen was, Greg. Jalen was 2 years ahead of Greg, and both of them. I think what was so great as Greg was coming along. Jalen's a little bit undersized as well, but his work ethic, that joker knew what he had to put in to get to the level that he wanted to get to. And Greg's just a great student of the game. He's very aware of his surrounding, and he's just a very humble kid. And so those are great. Saeed, same thing, man. Work ethic was just unbelievable. Off the charts, and some good ones there. Well, Greg, man, we appreciate you this morning. Stay what you're doing. We're so proud of your commitment to Army. Go Army, beat Navy as always, and what you're doing there. And we wish you the best as the season continues. I know being a senior leader is super important, and you're just being a great example to these younger kids.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Hey, God bless, and we got 3 under our belt. We're looking for number 4 next week. Keep it up. Great job. And, have you been to West Point?
I haven't been on yet, but I'm looking forward to getting up there soon.
I'm telling you, coming from New York, growing up in New York, it's one of the most prestigious, historic, pristine places you're ever going to be. It's right on the Hudson River, overlooks the river. I mean, you're going to be amazed. It's just beautiful. And when you walk through the brick wall or the brick gate going into that campus, you're going to get chills because that place has been around for a long time, and you're going to love it.
Yes, sir.
All right, Greg, appreciate it. Next week, do the same thing, and good luck.
Go Cavs.
Go Cavs.
I mean, great kid. I mean,
oh my gosh, man.
Very quiet, very laid back, never says much. I've seen him a couple of times at the games. He's a silent leader. I mean, he leads by example. He's not that rah-rah and in your face. But that's a good – for me, I've always been silent. I'm not that type of rah-rah coach where I'm going to butt heads or do something crazy. I've always been that silent leader, and I look for kids to be like that because they're not out there to boast about themselves. They're not out there to shoot off their mouth. And, I mean, he's a great example for all students over there at Calvary.
Without a doubt. He's just a tremendous person, first and foremost. 2, academically, he's gotten it done without a doubt. And I really thought, he was first on a lot of boards, Georgetown, Holy Cross. There's some really great academic schools up there. And Coach Child really wasn't sure, and then the academies jumped in. Mm-hmm. And Air Force was super close, man. I thought he was really close to committing to Air Force. And he said really the difference was Monken. He goes, just the attention that Monken showed, and I think he'll feel great in that offense for sure. And then he's got to talk to Alex Herndon, who just will be finishing up at there as well. So great job.
Hey, our guest just popped up in the coach's green room. And once again, it's going to be a lot of fun. But to Greg Daniel, keep up the hard work. Great job, son. And hopefully we get all 10 games in this season. But we're going to go to the volleyball court next. And this young lady has been there who knows how long. I'm not going to ask her. All I know, she started coaching there in 1997. It's been part of her life. It is her life. And you know what? We've talked about this. When someone goes back to their school and is a coach, is a teacher, it's just something special, and she'll let us know about that. But waiting in the Coach's Corner green room is our next guest, the head coach over at Savannah Christian Preparatory School, the volleyball coach, the AD. Hey, AD. We'll get into that with her, Miss Julie Jones. Once again, you're listening to the coach and the AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, right at the center of the sports universe on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. We got to pay some bills here. We got to thank our sponsors. Once again, got to be ready to do this. And we'll be right back in 3 minutes with Julie Jones.
It's all sports, all the time. That's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and abundant pub food. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. Coach's Corner has been Savannah strong during the COVID-19 pandemic. They are now open for dining, lunch, and dinner, but remember, Coach's Corner still has curbside and takeout service. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. And don't forget, Saturday night in Soundgarden is the Drucker Band. Tickets are $10 for general admission and $25 for a front seat. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally.
Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
Over a half century when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, and trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. So come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop. They are now located at 42 West Montgomery Crossroads, Suite C in Savannah, are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. each day. So come visit locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone. Kabish. If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are New York.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, right here at the center of the sports universe, Coach's Corner. It's all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Don't forget, we're live, Facebook Live, Karl DeMasi Sports Report, YouTube channel, Karl DeMasi Sports Report, Twitter at KD Sports Report, the Coach's Corner Facebook page, and it's on your phone too. You can watch it on your phone too. You don't need an app to do this. Just go to Facebook or go to YouTube, and it's live. It's streaming right now. We have a lot of fun every Saturday. And this is what it's all about, bringing back the coaches or the kids and talk to them about accomplishments. And I know she's going to sound, I don't know if I'm going to make her mad at me, but when I first went to Savannah Christian, this is before my son went to school there, I was coaching girls basketball at Jenkins High School. We had a game at Savannah Christian, and she was the coach. And I'm walking through the old Doyle Kelly gym now, and on the wall, they have a wall of fame. And she's up there on the wall of fame. I said, no way, Julie Jones played here? And I can't believe it. And I can't believe she has a daughter, a senior in college, a daughter, a senior in high school. But I was impressed the first time I met her. Then I got to meet her family and her kids and her brother and everybody else. And just a great example of what you want your kids or your child or your student to look up to. Great role model.
Without a doubt. Let's get her on and let's get talking to Miss Julie Jones, definitely first ballot Hall of Famer.
Joining us on the Coach's Corner hotline from the Coach's Corner Sports Network, Savannah Christian Preparatory School Athletic Director, Head Volleyball Coach, Julie Jones. Julie, thanks for coming on. Now I got all three. Now I got to get your husband on. I've had Landon on. I've had Logan on. I've had you on. Now I got to get your husband on. How does he deal with 3 women in the same household?
I don't know. That'd probably take up a show right there.
Julie, talk about what the season has been like, as coaching. This has definitely not been a norm for any of us. And being a fall sport, we know that spring sports got canceled, and really the spring sports coaches really don't have an idea at this point. They think they do. They really don't really know yet what it's like to be in the throes of this. Talk about what it's like coaching right now in the COVID era and how every day is just a different day.
Definitely brings every day is a different day, like you said. And I think my approach to practices for planning purposes has changed, has to change. Have to be more flexible. You don't really know who you're going to have week to week. I mean, you kind of have to prepare for the worst case. And I kind of went in telling my girls that they have to be ready to play any position. And I purposely change my lineups all the time just to keep them flexible and so they don't get so just used to one thing. I told my middle, you might have to set one game. I mean, so we do our practice planning is a little bit different. We have kids doing a lot of different things. Just prepared that, if Lexi goes or Olivia goes out, that we've got a backup setter that can run an offense, or we've got someone who can play outside. And, so hopefully that doesn't happen, but you kind of have to be prepared for that kind of stuff. So it has definitely changed my preparation.
No, it definitely is. I gave up the softball position this year to be an athletic director, and I was thinking about it too. If I was a softball coach, how was I going to do this? And always having somebody playing somewhere else. And I know I've always told my kids, and you've always told your kids, and like you just said, hey, the more positions you can play, hey, the better chance you got to play.
Yeah.
So, all right, I love asking this question. It was a dream of mine to finish out my teaching and coaching career at the school I went to, East Rockaway High School in Long Island. My first 9 years of teaching and coaching was at my alma mater. Then I decided, for the family's sake, to move down here. But you've been there forever. And my wife says to me, well, even though we lived down here, you never left high school. You've never left that place. What's it like being at that place, coaching now, teaching, and way back when you played there?
I can't say enough about the school. I mean, I love it. I was only there for my last 3 years. So I was a public school kid and had a great experience. But when I went to Savannah Christian, I was so sad that I'd missed out on all those years. So when I graduated, I was like, that I would love to go back to a place like that and work. And good old Coach Kelly, made that contact, and here I am, 24 years later, and I wouldn't have changed anything. I mean, I'm so glad. I'm very blessed to be a part of the school.
Julie, talk about, we often, very few of us get to coach our own children. And a lot of us don't want to coach our own children. I want somebody else to coach mine. But talk what it's been like keeping your family such a tight-knit group, whether it's the other side of the family with Chad and your girls as well. But talk what it's been like as not just a volleyball coach, but as a mom, to be able to, coach your two daughters and watch them grow up. Same thing. They've been at Savannah Christian since diapers, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Watch them come through. What's that been like as not just a coach, but as a mom?
Oh man, I'm just so fortunate that they've been there, that we've had those experiences together. I didn't go into coaching to coach my kids. I knew I wanted to coach since high school, but what a blessing it's been. With Landon, it was a little different. We're so much alike. We butt heads a little bit. I think Logan learned from watching.
Yeah, we had Logan on, and I kind of asked her that question. I said, what have you learned from? It's like, she took the high road, but you could tell she's like, hey, I've watched that road.
Yeah.
That's the younger sibling. Sherry's got two older sisters, and she'll tell you immediately, like, hey, I watched what those two did and didn't do. Like, I learned
from it. Yeah. Yeah. So she learned from that. It's hard. It's hard for them to be, having a mom as a coach. But I think they both handled it well. It's hard. I love it. I loved coaching them. But you always have to be careful, because you never want to show favor. It's hard. It's like, I got to be harder on them than anyone else. And so that makes it a little unfair to the child. But they've handled it well with grace, and and it's been fun. Wouldn't have traded it for anything.
And you're watching the Coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here at the Center of Sports Universe, and it's on the Coach Corner Sports Network. We're talking to head volleyball coach, athletic director over at Fanatic Christian, Julie Jones. What was it like winning 700 games, or the 700th game? I want this first. Can you remember, because he got me last week on this, until my younger brother called to tell me, can you remember your first win?
Oh, no. I can't remember last year.
All right. So what was it like winning your 700th game?
It was cool. The night, I was just focused about the game and about my seniors. I just wanted them to have a really good night. And Devin, our sports information director, and our athletic department surprised me with all kind of stuff. And I wasn't expecting any of that. But yeah, it was cool. It was really cool that it was on my seniors' senior night, and with Logan being a senior, it's pretty cool how it worked out that way. So,
Julie, talk about, as you've gone through, what have you seen? Like, I mean, you've been in volleyball so long. How's volleyball changed over time? How has it developed? From even the time that you played up until now, how has the game changed? Has it changed a lot, or is it just, hey, volleyball is volleyball, and things have changed around it? How's that looked over your time of playing and coaching?
It's changed a good bit. Actually, I didn't even play it in high school. I was a junior, and it had just started. And to tell you how far it's changed, my junior year, I was a softball player and played everything but that. But I feel like it was underhand serve, and maybe the more advanced kids maybe could do it overhand. But it was more like everybody rotate. There was no specialization, at least that I saw. But it's developed. It's just, the speed of the game is so fast. Yeah, I mean, it's always changing. Like, I'm doing things that, my defense has changed over the last 3 or 4 years. It took me, 18 years to change, but it's always developing. There's always ways to get better. In Savannah, Savannah is a good volleyball area. Atlanta is a really strong area. We're starting to get some volleyball programs between Savannah and Atlanta, which is good. So it's growing. There's more teams in Georgia. And it's a growing sport. It's popular. I mean, kids love it. The numbers are high. I don't know where we're ranked as far as, but it's a growing sport still. And I think Club Savannah has, and our other, both of our clubs, we have 2 clubs, have done a good job to get the younger kids involved. I think you can start maybe it's age 8, maybe 9, 10. They can start traveling at 12. So that has helped grow the sport as well.
Now, you've been involved in the sport, okay, a long time.
Mm-hmm.
How come the boys volleyball has never taken off down here in the Savannah or the Georgia area? Because it's big up north. I mean, it's big out in California. Why do you think the boys haven't taken off?
I don't know. I know up in Atlanta, I think they started a club team or like a club sport. And I don't know if it ever got really going. I heard about it a few years ago. I'm not even sure when they would play it. That might be, gym space around here is with basketball, with, our boys playing football. I'm not even sure when the season would be, but I guess that would be a reason. I don't really know. It'd be nice if it could, if it did.
I mean, the girls play above the net. Imagine the guys. Well, the girls' net's what, 7'4",
7'4", 3'8".
Guys is what, 7'11"?
I
think it's 7'11", because that's one
sounds
of my
probably
favorite places
right.
to stop in upstate New York. So 7-Eleven, get my free food. But anyway, I mean, it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see what would happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you girls, you had senior night the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And, I love your quote. I treat my players like I treat my daughters. I mean, that's the way I always tried to coach. The way I treat my kids, I try to treat my players. But tell us about your senior girls. Give them a little love here.
Oh, gosh. How much time do I have?
All you need. We have no time limit. We don't have any commercials.
I'm actually not a big talker, but I could really talk about my girls. They are, they're all so different, but they're all so sweet. It's such a sweet, sweet group of girls. Emma Gunn, that kid doesn't stop smiling. I mean, she's my outside hitter, and it's like, no matter what I say to her, she's just going to look at me and smile. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And then Cully, she's my middle, who's just so intelligent and so smart and coachable that I can tell her what to do and she's going to do it. And Danielle, my dad, she's my right side. My dad calls her the silent killer because she just comes out of nowhere and just murders the ball. And she's so humble. And then we got Kaylee, who's so quiet and helps on that back row, and just this little scrapper, but just so mild-mannered and humble. They're all just so sweet. And then, of course, Lexi, who, her love and passion is volleyball, and that's all she wants to do. And just a little spitfire, and has really high expectations of herself. So it's rough on herself. And then, I got old Logan on the back row. So coachable. Like I said, she learned a little bit from her sister. coachable, gritty. They get along real well, and it's a pleasure to be around them. Like, I look forward to practices every day because they're fun. They've got good attitudes and just love to play together.
And that's the most important thing. I mean, and you see it over the years of coaching. You might have a group that is super talented, just can't get the chemistry right on the court or off the court.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm sure is like you or all of us as coaches, like, give me the tough, gritty kids with great attitudes who love being around each other.
Oh, yeah.
Though, I mean, they don't have to be as talented, but their attitude and their effort, their love for each other, that'll circumvent most of anything else that happens, because they'll function as a unit.
Right.
And like, listen, you guys are as hot as there is in the state of Georgia right now. And so you're seeing that chemistry really develop amongst those kids. And just watching you guys play, you see that. And so, like you said, it's got to be fun every day going to practice.
Yeah, I try to make it fun. And I've always told the girls, you know, you don't have to be best friends, but you have to respect each other and want to work hard for each other. I mean, to me, it's great to be a part of a team, to put each other first, and to you don't have to go out on Friday night together, you know, and so, you know, they don't. I mean, there's not a lot of them that are like really close outside of the gym, but when they come in the gym, they love each other. I mean, so it's a special thing. Yeah.
All right. I got a question for you now.
Okay.
You got an older brother, right?
I do.
Chad Carver, great guy. All right. If I had to put you two on a volleyball court, because I know he's the big rah-rah guy over at Calvary, who would win?
Wait, we're playing each other?
Playing each other.
Chad can't move. Like he's got.
Oh, now he can't move. But I heard he was a heck of a basketball player.
He can play some basketball. I think Julie ain't. Man,
I don't know. We probably have to have an ambulance nearby. His poor feet.
That's what I hear. Here's the thing that this is what I hear. Let's go back
to your younger days.
This is what I hear more than anything else. The competitiveness that goes on in that household. That's why they're all great athletes. It's because they compete from the time they come out of the womb. It don't matter what side of the house they're on. You know, it's just one big competitive. And is that really what's driven you guys? I've looked back through your whole family. They've all been great. It's just because the competitive nature of that's to develop. I mean, before we get into that, talk about what your parents have meant as well. They've managed this whole clan. So what have they meant? Because they've had to develop something within you guys that's it's fed everybody that's been through that family.
I mean, I don't feel like we're any different than anybody else. I mean, mom and dad coached both of us growing up. They both were athletes. I mean, dad played basketball and football. Mom played softball and could run so fast. We have videos, and, you know, just played basketball. So they both coached us growing up. And I don't know, they probably all pushed us being our coaches, because they were like Chad and I. They were never going to let us get away with anything, or they were going to be harder on us than anyone else. So I'm sure that had something to do with it. But Chad being 3 years older than me, he's 3 years older.
Can we stress that again? 3 years older.
Yeah, say that one more time.
Say that one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
You know, I did try to hang with him, and I can remember, like, started with skiing and stuff. I can remember, like, and Dad would probably do some stuff to instigate it a little bit, to, hey, can you do, your sister did it, or, you know, or your brother did it, or whatever. So it was fun growing up. But as far as the volleyball match, I do have to tell you this, because the girls will hate me for doing it, but Chad and I, we would play Sunday grass volleyball up at Joe's house, and Hannah and Landon never beat us 2-on-2.
Nice.
Only because we were just outsmarted. We just outsmarted them.
Without a doubt. I mean, I can see that. Just the wily veterans there, just smarter than everybody else.
Just smarter.
And that family compound up there in Pooler, I mean, when you get them together and they all start having a lot of fun, it's an experience. You got to experience. I've done that twice.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So, Well, Julie, congratulations. I'm glad we got you to come on. 700 wins, something special. And more importantly, what you've given to those girls over there at Savannah Christian for so many years, a role model, another mother, another person who cares about them. Great job. And like you said,
Thank you.
don't be doing it until they take that cane away.
Could be.
Well, Joey, hey, once again, we appreciate you. You're, like I said, you guys are doing a tremendous job this year. You're as good as anybody in the state right now. And just keep at it. And another thing, I especially when we got female coaches on, listen, my wife coached for 16, 17 years. And I think it's great to have someone, one, that young women can look up to and say, hey, you can be a tremendous coach, but more importantly, you can do this and you can balance being a great mom, being a great wife, all those things that go into it. And so you've just been a great role model for generations of kids that's come through. So
Thank
great
you.
job with that.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on too, and for all y'all do for our local athletes. Carl, I don't know how you keep it all together.
It's a hobby. It's a lot of fun, but that hobby is worth it because it's people like you, the kids, that deserve that little extra recognition that, I understand the paper can only give you so much. The TV can only give you so much. It's just something added to the sports environment here in Savannah, Georgia. Because I'm telling you, growing up in New York, living in such a crowded place, you didn't get anything like this. You had to really, really push for it. So it's a love of mine, and I'm glad I could do it. But people like you make it worth it. And once again, it's a great day to be a Raider.
Yay. I want to hear Chad say it.
Come on, Chad. Come on.
I'm just kidding.
I love her. I love Julie. Julie and I talk all the time.
He's just uncommon this year. That's all he is.
I'm covering up. I'm trying to even cover up my Calvary stuff while I got Julie on. I don't want to make it about me or her. She's just, listen, I love Julie. Julie's been she's doing a great job for our region as well. We made her region president, and she every time Julie and I are on a Zoom call or something, she just takes incredible notes. I'm guessing what she's doing. That's
because my memory's shot.
No, you're doing a great job as AD as well, Julie. So we appreciate you. You're doing a great job.
And good luck the rest of the season. Keep it going.
Thanks, guys.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
I mean, I'm glad we finally got her on. I mean, that's what she's all about. And she's very shy. She's very quiet.
Yeah, she is.
When I ask her to come on, she's hesitant, but great job right there. 700 wins. But more importantly, like you said, just a great role model.
I think about 20-something years, 23 years of coaching. And you think about the amount of kids. That was my first thought. I was like, golly. Can you imagine? I started going through my head the amount of student athletes that someone's coached in that long. I mean, you've been at it. What year?
I'm gonna blow your mind.
What year are you on?
1982. I started.
So
38.
Yeah, you're at 30. You're at 38 years.
38
and I mean, that's where my mind goes. It's like, golly, the amount of kids, the amount of student athletes that a coach has seen over the decades of what they do. And it doesn't change, like every year's a new group, every year's a different group.
Yep.
But, they're still young student athletes. They still have dreams and aspirations. They still have stuff that's going on in their life. And you just get a chance every day to impact that and try to make it a better world. And that's really, I think, that's why we all do it.
Right. We
do it because I think God just given us certain gifts to impact lives and do certain things. And we talk about all the time. You can look back. I guarantee you, we can all go back. And I meant to ask her this, like, hey, tell me a coach who impacted you, because usually that's how it happens. Is you had someone along the way that you caught the bug from.
Exactly.
From that standpoint. And so next time I see her, I'm going to ask her that. So
it's just great getting on local guys, local girls, local coaches, local kids, and they're telling you a story. Especially when you come up through a school and. 3 years at Savannah Christian before she went to college, came back as coach. It's just something special. So thank you, Julie Jones.
That volleyball wasn't to that point.
No.
No.
It wasn't big back then.
Yeah. So she
was a basketball player.
Yeah.
And a track star, from what I understand.
Yeah. Good softball player.
So, all right. Well, we got to get out of here. We got to thank our sponsors one more time, and then we'll be back. Talk a little about the schedule that we didn't get to, about the sports highlights local, and then I got 3 good ones for the AD out the door. So we'll be right back. It's the coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report from the center of the sports universe, and it's all on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. We'll be right back. 3 minutes.
It's all sports, all the time. That's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and abundant pub food. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. Coach's Corner has been Savannah strong during the COVID-19 pandemic. They are now open for dine-in, lunch, and dinner, but remember, Coach's Corner still has curbside and takeout service. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. And don't forget, Saturday night in Soundgarden, it's the Drucker Band. Tickets are $10 for general admission and $25 for a front seat. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
Over a half century when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, and trophies, Thompson's has got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too, every season starts at Thompson's Sports Shop. So come get equipped at Thompson's Sports Shop. They are now located at 42 West Montgomery Crossroads, Suite C in Savannah, are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. each day. So come visit locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone. Kabish. If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering good delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are New York.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network in the center of the sports universe.
I mean, you are on fire right now, brother.
So we're going to got to get it in the brain, okay? So we usually start with 3 steps off the top, okay? But we didn't get a chance to do it. Then we take 3 steps out the door. So the 3 steps off the top is usually we go over high school sports, professional college sports, and professional sports. So we're going to get this quick. So we're going to do this quick. But let's start off with, of course, last night. Oh, any Georgia high school news? Step number 1, high school news.
Yeah, so right now, Dr. Hines came out. He's on several podcasts this week. You know, they've been, a lot of schools have been, dealing with COVID and moving and canceling games. But listen, for the most part, I mean, he said this from the very beginning. We're going to push forward. Hey, figure it out as a region. Listen, Blessed Trinity got dropped by St. Pius day before.
Right.
Elka comes in, and they're playing at 1 o'clock today. So Blessed Trinity, who missed the first 3 weeks of the season, or was going to miss the first 3 weeks of the season because of a COVID case, was getting ready to lose another game, and Elka lost the game. And so they both agree within 24 hours, hey, we'll play each other, and they're playing at 1 o'clock today. And so I think that's what you're seeing. You're seeing some resiliency from programs that are like, hey, we're going to go – we don't care who we play.
Right.
We're just going to go find games for our kids. And so Dr. Hines basically said that is, hey, our job is to get you to state playoffs, push through these region schedules. It's up to you as a region to figure out how you get teams to state, COVID-related or not. Now, the questions will become when it gets into – now, one thing he did say when it comes to state playoffs if a team can't play, it's basically be like a forfeit, and they'll move, win
That's
and
the way
move
it's
on.
got to be.
Yeah,
that's the way it's got to be. Now, okay, I'm going to make this quick. A lot of people ask me about now going into the winter season. We already heard college is moving it back a month. They're going to start November 24th. Have you heard anything? I haven't heard anything about basketball, wrestling. I know all the protocols have been being sent out, swimming.
Well, it moved back a little bit. I think the first day of basketball now is October 26th.
Right.
They moved region tournament back. I think now you can go until February 15th.
Okay.
So they adjusted it some, which would give you some more, a little bit of flexibility in your schedule there with anything you need.
Right.
But yeah, I think the protocols. I still don't know how wrestling's going to happen, but football's happening. Basketball's going to be a contact sport. I mean, it's just reality. I think the biggest thing for us as we continue to go through athletics is, how you deal with each case. That's going to be the deal.
All right, let's just run through the scores.
Yep.
We don't need to break them down, so you'll take the football. Go right ahead.
All right, here we go. Last night, building on the hill, Richmond Hill take on Wayne County, and they got a big win there after their bounce back from where 24-21. BC on their second of 6 road games. Go down, takes on a tough Brunswick team, 21-16. BC Appling rattling the change and bringing the pain there, 42-7 over South Effingham. Calvary Days able to get by Frederica, 27-7. Savannah Christian all over Valwood. Baker and quarterback and those guys are just rolling right now, 54-14 over Valwood. Bryan County takes a tough loss there to East Lauren, 33-0. And St. John Christian in
Moncks Corner, South Carolina
gets a 26-20 win over Bethesda.
All right, volleyball and softball news. I'll take care of the ladies. Savannah Christian, we just had Julie Jones on a 16-game winning streak. Head coach Julie Jones won her 700th game at Savannah Christian. One school, 700 wins. Okay, Islands High School, 11-0 in volleyball. The girls will take on their arch rivals, the Arts Academy, Savannah Arts Academy. Next Tuesday, Arts Academy is off at the Arts Academy in the pit. All right, so they'll meet Tuesday. Arts Academy is 5-0. Bryan County softball ran off their first 13 games. Lost 2 games last weekend. They're 15-2. We had Jason Roundtree on Wednesday night. South Effingham beat Effingham County in softball, 1-0 Thursday night. First loss for the Rebels, Effingham County, in 29 region games. I got to get, and if I butcher their name, I do apologize. Bailey Kenzordorski, okay, close, right?
I think so.
Okay. She had all her stuff Tuesday night. She pitched her one hitter in that 1-0 victory, but we can't take anything away from the Effingham County pitcher, which was Riley Mills. She only gave her 2 hits in a loss. What a game that must have been. All right, cross country, Hornet Skidaway Classic in the boys. The team overall winners, I don't have the individual winners, but BC took first, Calvary Day School second, Savannah Christian third. In the girls' side, Savannah Christian first, St. Vincent second, Country Day was third. Baseball, we got to shout this out.
You got to, man. BC, Carter Holton, the natural, Vanderbilt commit, been selected to play in the Baseball Factory All-Star Classic October the 4th in Texas.
Only the top 40 seniors get invited to that.
And not one of them. Okay. Not bad when you're left and throwing 9-6.
All right, we got a full slate of football, college football today. So really, the main one is Georgia Southern would have been on the mothership of sports stations. We're in the mothership of the sports.
We are
the sports restaurants here in Savannah, Georgia. So that's of course Coach's Corner. But on TV, the mothership ESPN, they had a 3:30 game against Florida Atlantic, but COVID-19.
You've been hearing it all week about what was coming out of Florida Atlantic, and you're just like, all right. I mean, I give Georgia Southern a lot of credit. They were catching some, Camel was real good, but they were missing 33 people last week, and they still play. They still played the game card.
Right, they still played the game, and they
played the game. Okay, you have probably 100 people on a roster.
I think Division I is 85.
I know, but you still probably have.
Yeah, you still have another 40.
Walk-ons and everything.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The scholarship limit's 85, right?
Right.
You got walk-ons and everything. So you can't tell me. I mean, you probably could tell me because I'm not in Florida Atlantic shoes.
Right.
But if you could look last week, if Georgia Southern can play a game, say, listen, we know we're down 33 people, and we're still going to play the game because
I know.
That's my thing.
So
in 24 hours with ESPN already being there, that bothers me. I used to be a Florida Lake fan, not anymore. Sorry.
All right. Well, on ESPN2, you can watch Georgia State, the other GSU, Georgia State University, at home, taking on the Raging Cajuns, who are ranked number 19 now. Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns.
Knocked out Kansas State last week.
Yep. South Florida is going to the mecca of football. I don't care what anybody says. To South Bend, Indiana, to take on Notre Dame, 2:30. All right. Another big game. Georgia Tech, big win last week. We didn't think they were going to beat Florida State. They beat Florida State. They're taking on.
This is a monumental game right here because UCF is one that might be the only non-Power 5 that could really kick in. I mean, hey, the Big Ten's coming back, but Pac-12, whatever, maybe not. You talking about maybe one non-power school might be able to sneak in?
The Knights never get any love. The University of Central Florida gets
they win today.
The Golden Knights
your
never get any love.
Hopes is over.
But I'm going Yellow Jackets. Okay, Daquan Dowse, Stewart, Gavin Stewart, Nate Boone, and the big guy that plays tackle, Quinney.
Quinney. I saw him. Yeah,
don't forget him. Yeah. All right, and of course tonight at 8 p.m. on the AC, which I can't find. You'll have Wake Forest taking on NC State. What's the game on tonight? Oh, the U takes on the Cardinals at 7:30. Miami against Louisville, okay? All right, so step 3, professionals out the door. The Braves, 15-2 over the Mets last night. The Mets can't do anything right. 6 home runs.
I say I'm glad their bats were smoking, man, because I'd really we'll talk to Kyle about this sometime on the road. I don't know how the Braves pitching will hold up in the postseason. But hey, that first 3-game series, I'm okay with. But man, the depth when you get into the bubble and because no days off, right?
No days off. All right. So here's how it happened. Max Fried comes back off the injured list, 7-0, pitches 5 innings, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, gets the win. Freddie Freeman is my MVP of the world this year. Added 3 more hits to his MVP campaign. Ozzie Albies, slow down, coach, hit 2 of Atlanta's 6 home runs, and the Braves batted New York, pitching 15 runs, okay? Looking for their 3rd consecutive NL East title. They'll be in New York tonight at Citi Field, taking on the Mets at 7:07. Pro football, the Falcons, just like the Falcons. Go ahead, you take the Falcons.
I took the Falcons last week because I was like, they're home. Seattle's traveling across it. New season, same old Falcons. Seattle gets in there and just goes to town. 38-25, no fans, so nobody to put a bag over their head.
They can't score touchdowns early. It's their problem, okay? Yeah, Matty Ice. Matty Ice is great. I mean, he surpassed John Elway for the 9th on the all-time passing list. First game where we had 3 100-yard receivers, and they all had 9 catches each. But we can't win. We can't win.
And yeah.
Tell you though.
450 passing yards, 401 combined receiving yards. Todd Gurley, 14 touches, 56 yards, 1 TD at Dallas. Dallas is mad as a hornet because they got robbed.
Yes, they
on
did.
That pass interference call.
I agree.
That was terrible, and that was a great acting job by Jalen Ramsey.
So, all right. PGA Golf, Brian Harmon was one of the exceptions to play at the U.S. Open in Wingfoot, New York, upstate New York, okay? He makes the cut at 6 over. It's a tough course. The leader is only 3 under.
Tiger didn't make the cut.
Okay, Tiger didn't make the cut. Lefty didn't make the cut. Phil Mickelson, he shot a 74 in the first round, 72 in the second round to make the cut. He teed off today at 9:28. PGA Tampa's Tour, the PGA Champions Tour. Gene Sowers is out in Monterey Peninsula, California. Right now he's tied for 7th, 4 under for the old guy.
Man, he's smoking right there.
All right, quickly. Local
soccer. Tormenta is 2-5-2, 6th place in United Soccer League 1. Tonight, they are in Fort Lauderdale, with Fort Lauderdale Football Club. And then the Clovers, we had them here first.
Kyle Lawson to kick off the show. First fall season game in the UPSL League.
5 o'clock, Memorial Stadium, tickets for $5. Go see these young men play semi-pro ball. Listen, hey, it's soccer here in Savannah, semi-pro. Go support these guys.
And it's going to be on the internets.
Okay,
we're not going to do a commercial break. We're going to go 3 steps out the door. Okay, I'm grilling the AD today. Okay, He came up with a ridiculous trivia fact.
I didn't think they were ridiculous.
The umpire wearing black.
You did that.
The umpire. No,
You
I didn't
asked
do that.
me.
No, I didn't do that.
No.
No, I
You
did
asked
I?
me that
I did
question.
that.
You did
Okay,
ask
he
me
knew
that question.
Okay, so
Come on now.
other than the umpire
You
wearing,
were surprised I got the answer right.
Other than the umpire wearing the black underwear, can you give us one ridiculous fact that you know off the top of your head related to sports?
One
ridiculous
fact.
A fact or a trivia question that amazed you when you heard it.
Well, like today, I did not know
The Braves had
I mean, I knew they had some names, but like
7.
some of the ones, I did not know that.
the red caps, the red stockings,
The bees.
the bees,
The
the
bees.
wrestlers.
Yeah, I did not.
The rustlers.
The rustlers.
Okay.
Like I had no clue. And when I was looking at your screen and Kyle was last month, I'm like, who knows this stuff?
Kyle Lawson.
Kyle Lawson does, without a
So,
doubt.
all right.
Him to Pup Star Trivia here at Coach's Corner.
We hear about unwritten rules in the world of baseball.
Yeah.
What's one unwritten rule at Calvary Day School that people go by?
One unwritten rule
At Calvary Day School.
I tell you one I go by.
No, Calvary Day School, not you.
I don't know if they have an unwritten rule.
All right, so let's hear
I tell you
your,
one I go. We have our big diamond logo with the cross that's in
Right.
the middle of our foyer. I look at like people talk about Justin Fields and DeMarc Stobb. You talk about the G at Georgia. You never walked on the G,
Mm-hmm.
so I never walk on that logo.
Mhm.
In when I walk in that building. That building's been there for over 10 years now. I
Right.
never walk on that building. I walk around that logo every time.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
my unwritten rule.
That's cool. Okay, so we have the Braves nicknames. We have the unwritten rule. You don't walk on the diamond with the cross and the
No.
Calvary Day School logo. Okay. Now I know you're gonna have fun with this. If you could, I mean, every day you're turning around, it's a national holiday. Every day has a national holiday. So if you could create a national holiday for sports, what would it be,
Oh my
and
gosh.
when would we celebrate it?
It would all I say I still have a hard time of why the day after either the Super Bowl or the national champ I understand why the national championship now is like on a Monday night
Right.
because they compete with
Mhm.
football. But I still think the day after Super Bowl should be a national holiday and everybody should have the day off.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I mean, we have
There's only one time during the year where no sports are playing.
it's the day after 4th of July, isn't it?
Right. You have
Yeah.
the baseball All-Star game.
Yeah.
There's no sports.
Yeah.
Okay. So pretty. So you'd go with the day after the Super Bowl.
I mean,
Everybody takes off.
Everybody talks about that all the time.
Okay.
I mean, why? I mean, it's the biggest game of the year. Everybody's want to have people over. I mean, it's like a holiday. Like, just give us the day off the next
got
day. Make it. I mean, come on, man.
So
If some president would run a platform like that and be like, hey, I'm going to make if I get elected president, I'm making national holiday. Being American in football and Super Bowl, like, got my vote.
all right. So there's your 3 steps out the door. He's amazed that the Braves have 7 different nicknames. He does not walk on the diamond with the Calvary cross in it in the foyer of the high school building. And the holiday would be the sports holiday for all sports fans to celebrate sports would be the day after
How
Super Bowl.
about you? How about you on the sports?
Yeah, I mean, now that you bring it up, I would say that.
Yeah.
So I would have to say a day where everybody could celebrate sports and being together and celebrate how sports helps us relieve from life's tensions, life stress. So, but now it's all getting a little more political. Professional sports are. So we'll go with that. All right. Anything else we got to go by? Got to thank our guest, Kyle Lawson, the baseball fanatic. Always a great job. Always knows his baseball stuff. The voice of the Savannah Clovers. I didn't know that until the other day when I talked to him. They'll be streaming the game live. And, of course, our Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. First of all, Dr. Bart Wetherington, thank you for supporting us forever. Greg Daniel, commit to Army. Beautiful place. Okay, West Point on the Hudson. You got to check it out. And then, of course, Julie Jones with 700 wins at Savannah Christian, but
23 years, man.
Local girl doing good.
23 years.
You got it.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So remember, every Saturday morning from 9 until whenever, okay? Right here, it's on Facebook Live, it's on Twitter Live, it's on YouTube Live, Facebook Coach's Corner, Karl DeMasi Sports Report, okay? It's the coach, AD, on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. So we didn't bring out props today. But remember, until we'll be back Wednesday night following the other Coach's Corner Sports Network show.
Rubbin' and Grubbin'.
Rubbin', Dan Foles, Brandon Baines, and the brains behind the whole thing. He writes the script, and he does a great job, Lawrence Bennett, okay? They'll go at 6 o'clock. We'll come back at 7 o'clock, give you a weekly update, in the middle weekly update, and we'll go from there. We'll always have a guest.
Yeah.
Okay? So whatever you're doing today, until next Wednesday, always hit it at the park. And until we meet again, may it be your best week ever. And what are we going to do?
We're going to wash our hands. We'll wear a mask. And do your best, man. We want to keep playing sports. We're trying.
And once again, God bless. And I'm glad that every day that these kids get to play another game.
Great day.
It's a great day, and it's a blessing from the man above. Hey, we'll talk to you we'll talk to you Wednesday night.
See you soon.
We're out of here.
Have a great weekend.
Peace out.
It's 900 degrees. Amen.